Hello there buddies and welcome to this week's buddy vlog. I don't really have a kind of set thing that I want to talk about this week. This past week's been really busy, partly to do with work and partly to do with the move that's coming up, partly to do with my kind of family situation in a way. For if you're interested, family wise, my wife's been doing a lot more work, mostly so we can help pay the bills on the new place because it's going to be a bit more expensive. But we've also had, like today, my in-laws, or at least my mother-in-law, who usually looks after our daughter today, she's gone away, which means whilst my wife's at work, I've got to look after Cora, and then that means that I can't get on with doing work or videos or things like that. So that kind of thing has been happening. I've been having to take care. I don't want it to sound like a bad thing. I've had to take care of my daughter a bit more than usual, which is great in terms of I get to spend time with her, but it's bad in terms of the fact that I can't really do anything whilst I'm looking after, as you can imagine, with a not quite 2-year-old. But there you go. It's kind of that bad/good thing. Work-wise, there's been. I hate the fact that I have to, when I talk about that kind of thing, it feels quite dismissive to me, and I don't like it. But I know that I basically always just go, but work has been really busy, and then I leave it at that. I'd love to go into details about it, but I can't. Legally, I can't. As is the way of game development. There are certain things that I can talk about that have been discussed publicly, and there's things that I can't. Personally, I'd rather, at least at the moment, there's certain times where I'd like to just go, well, there are things I can talk about, but I'd rather just kind of leave it all encompassed and just go, no, I'm not gonna mention anything for the time being. But then there'll be other times where I will want to talk about it, so that'll come, and I just apologise that if it does sound like I'm being so very vague, because it might sound like I'm trying to make excuses of just going, I've got work to do. But what are you doing? So it sounds like I'm just making an excuse. I'm really not. Anyone who knows me, I love to be productive. I love to be working on something, and whether that be my job or YouTube or any other kind of creative outlet, which I generally don't have time for. So yeah, it's really not a case of laziness. So again, sorry if it does sound so kind of generalized. What was the other thing I said? That, oh yeah, the move. There's certain things, you guys can imagine the kind of things that's got to be done with getting moving. Like yesterday, I spent far too long just trying to sort out redirecting our post. I'm sorry if I'm kind of talking rubbish, but like I said, there's not really a lot to talk about this week. It's just been really busy, and I have been struggling a little bit to keep up with uploads. As you may know, I only put up one on Monday. I did have the video that is now today's video ready, but I just didn't have time to get it uploaded because I needed to use my bandwidth, because as you guys know, I work online, so there was some stuff I had to be sending off, and there's a few things I had to download, and it was all just it was a bit of a mess. I just needed to use my internet, and I sadly couldn't use the time to upload, so I ended up uploading it yesterday, ready for today. It's just all that kind of fun. Trying to think of other things that's been going on. No Man's Sky. You'll notice that at the moment I've not done anything with No Man's Sky. I have not bought it yet. I'm kind of waiting a little bit. I'm really excited for it. I've been looking forward to it so long, and I love the kind of things that I've been seeing other people find, and I've got some friends who've been playing it as well. But I've heard there's so much kind of bugginess with it, and trying to get it set up so that it runs smoothly can be quite difficult. I know they've been releasing updates, so I'm hoping it's getting better, but I don't know how this will sound, but I was kind of looking at it and go, do I want to spend 40 quid on something that I might not be able to run at the moment? or at least I might not be able to run it to a level where I'm really enjoying it. So I want it to be the best experience it can be for me, as with any game really. And if I know that I'm going into it, if I go into it knowing that it has issues, it kind of puts me off. As I said, it might sound like I'm being a bit kind of stingy or maybe a bit too snobby, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I just thought I'd wait a little bit. But I'm definitely going to get it because, again, it looks awesome and I love the entire premise of it. I don't know how it's working out for people in terms of continuing a series, because I've heard a lot of people get quite disappointed with the fact that it is an exploration game, which is what everyone should have known it's an exploration game. But apparently a lot of people are kind of disappointed that it's not got so much in terms of like combat. Whereas myself, combat would be fun. Combat can and mostly is fun in games, depending on the game again. But I knew myself, and I know a lot of people did, that it is an exploration game. That's its kind of core. But I know that at the same time, where I say about I don't know how people are getting on with like having it as a series, is that it could potentially get repetitive. I could definitely see that, but you get the enjoyment out of yourself just kind of sitting down, relaxing, and just going through these worlds and checking out all these random species. And there's just so much to explore in that. It's so open-ended that you can just relax and just, you know, I keep wanting to say and chill with it, but I instantly think about how lame that sounds. So yeah, but when it comes to presenting it to others, I could see that some people could find that a bit boring to watch, just seeing the same thing over and over again. So I don't know. I definitely want to do something with it. At least stream it once. At least I'll probably do more than that if I can, but we'll see. I'd really be interested in knowing what you guys think. So if you guys have played it, or if you've seen others that play it, or if you've just been watching the news and you've kind of formed an opinion for yourself, do let me know. I really want to know how other people have been kind of approaching this game, because like I said, there's been so many people who have been really disappointed in finding that it's not what they thought it was going to be, and it's something completely different, like not combat, exploration. And then there's the people that have been finding it extremely buggy. So yeah, I would like to know. Let me know. Tell me. Get talking. I think that's about it really. That's not. I mean, I know Gamescom is going on in Germany at the moment, so that's going to be interesting to keep an eye on. I've already seen I can't remember what it's called now. Metal Gear something. I forgot what it was, but it's basically Metal Gear set a co-op Metal Gear set in a different alternate reality or something. I don't know, it sounds weird. It's Konami without Kojima, and it's gonna be fun. Kind of, maybe. We'll see. But yeah, that'll be interesting to keep an eye on. And I know. Oh, there was also the thing of the Half-Life 3 prank. If anyone saw that, I think it was something like Half-Life 3 editors played it first week of release, or it was something like that. It was some kind of stupid joke which links in with the first. There was a big forum post thread thing somewhere which made this huge joke, which was first Half-Life, 3 screenshots, and then it was all just people posting 3 screenshots from the first Half-Life. So it's kind of a banner playing on that. I don't know. Yeah, I kind of bored of the Half-Life 3 jokes, to be honest. I mean, I got bored of it quite a while ago, because it's funny at first, like with anything, but then when everyone is referencing it, it's just kind of like, yeah, whatever. I don't even know if Valve are ever going to do Half-Life 3, because, I mean, if nothing, it'd be kind of good for them to wrap up the series, but at the same time, it's kind of like Duke Nukem Forever. it's had enough time now to build up so much hype, and then if they announce it, there's going to be even more hype, and people are going to look forward to it so much, there's no way it could live up to people's expectations. So it's hard to say. I think it's more likely to see a Left 4 Dead 3 than a Half-Life 3, because Left 4 Dead is a very popular series, and people really do want a Left 4 Dead 3, but it's not got the same kind of what's the word? It's not got the same kind of exposure, I guess, and doesn't have the kind of viral memes of it so much as Half-Life does. But then there's the whole joke of Valve doesn't know how to count to 3, they don't know how to make 3 games, and blah blah blah. We'll see, you never know. And now I've rambled on about something completely random. I didn't know, like I said, I didn't know what I was going to talk about in this apart from my general boring, busy life. And then it's turned into talking about Half-Life 3, so I don't know. Either way, that's kind of been my week, generally. Like I said, not a lot's gone on, but at the same time, a lot of stuff's gone on, which has stopped me from other stuff. If you get what I mean. Let me know what you guys have been up to. Let me know if you have any thoughts or experiences or whatever about the whole No Man's Sky thing. What you think about the whole not for Left 4 Dead, Half-Life 3 stuff. Do you think it's been overdone? Because I do. It may come, it may not come, but the jokes are kind of getting a bit old for me. Maybe I'm boring. I don't know. Don't tell me I'm boring. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys have been up to. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye.